Welcome, Shefali. How are you?
I'm doing well, Dipali, and thank you for having me here today.
You're most welcome. So you tell me, how's it going?
When you say how is it going, my always the answer is I am doing absolutely fine and doing great and will be doing great.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a very positive outlook, definitely.
Yeah.
So, क्या plan है आज का? What is it? What do you have?
So the entire day is power packed.
Okay.
So morning I'm here. After that I'll be hopping to a friend's event.
Okay.
Post that I have a couple of meetings in the office and then maybe packing my day.
Wow, that's like really back to back.
Yes.
That's cool. So life has been busy and fun.
Super busy, but too much enjoyment.
Okay, Shefali, just to give a bit of information to the public, please tell us what is it that you do professionally and what is your passion? How are you basically, going about things?
Okay. So, as I introduce myself, I am Shefali Singhal. I have over 2 decades of corporate experience.
Wow, two. I thought 10.
2 decades,
Okay,
20 years.
Yeah, even more glad to have you just now. 20 is a bit, yeah.
Yes, 20
Wow.
years.
Okay.
So, I started my life as a developer, and as of now, when I sit here and talk to you, I'm a senior director with a MNC.
Okay.
So, I have seen the entire life of myself changing from right from a developer, wherein I learned every step, every single day, even from my seniors or my juniors, and that is how I stepped up the ladder.
Wow.
And when we talk about my passion, I'm a fashion and a lifestyle influencer.
Right.
And that's
with
my...
about, I think, 60K odd followers.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw the profile. Of course, I had to.
No, that is my loving Instagram family who shows and posts so much of warmth to my content that they keep me motivated and more energetic.
Yeah, if you
to be
get
on my
engagement,
toes.
it's always fun. Yeah.
Yes,
that's
so
true.
they are quite engaging with me.
That's
I'm
wonderful.
blessed.
Yeah, definitely. You should always count your blessings.
Yeah.
Acha, tell me, Shefali, how was it like for you, growing up? Basically, before entering the corporate world, was it something that you always wanted to do? How did you really end up basically getting there?
So, right from the very beginning, my dad was very much focused on our careers.
Okay.
So, he is a personality who is behind what we are today, even me and my brother, if I talk about.
Wow, I'm sure uncle's watching and he'll be happy to hear this.
So, what I am, it's all because of him.
Okay.
He is the one who has given me wings, and he always said, she will study till the time she wants to. Whatever she wants to do it, he will back me. And till date, he is still the same. Do whatever you want to do. At any given point in time, I'm standing behind you.
Wow.
So that is the kind of father he is. Though
Amazing.
I come from a very small town wherein people used to say,
where do you come from exactly?
I come from Bathinda. That's a small town in Punjab.
Of course, we know Punjab.
Yeah. So everybody used to tell him, like, invest a little more and get her married. Why do you even want to make her study investing so many lakhs? And he was like, that's none of your business. My daughter, my money, my time. And everybody was against him, telling him, no, you are giving too much liberty to her.
So he was that, वो film आई थी आमिर खान की कौन सी थी, wherein he wanted the girls to do so well and achieve what they wanted to.
My dad is still very confident of me.
Yeah.
Very confident.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So for uncle की वजह से basically you went into the corporate sector.
Yes.
So did he guide you like career wise? He was supportive. That is brilliant. So did he also tell you what you should be doing, or was that something you found on your own?
So it was more about he wanted my brother to do engineering and me to be a doctor. But since my eyesight was not too good, so he said, okay, there is too much of studies involved in being a doctor. You go for a non-medical and be an engineer. So that point in time, there were only 2 professions that a person could think of, either being an engineer or be a doctor.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was nothing third point.
True.
So he got me an admission into an engineering college. And I was a B. After that, he wanted me to do MBA as well. But I was all gaga about getting into a job, earning on my own.
Being independent.
Being independent.
Of course.
I always had wings. So, and that kind of a zeal that I want to do something in my life. And he again supported me. So I got into corporate, but I was more into technical. It was more about coding and all those stuff.
Coding 20 years back, wow.
Yeah. And that too, it was an obsolete system now. It was a legacy system that I was working on. COBOL and C, C++, if you have heard about.
Yeah. School, we remember. So मुझे आज तक कभी समझ नहीं आया. C++
Honestly, if you ask me, I still don't understand that.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I've got so good mentors in my life that they told me, Shefali, you're not meant for this.
So you find something. So you've been guided well by the universe.
Well.
Yeah.
Very well. Every single mentor of mine till date, I keep my fingers crossed. amazing mentors, amazing managers. They are not even the managers, I'll say.
So do you thank the universe every day?
That is the reason I say I am happy and I will always be happy.
Wow, that's amazing. That's very nice, very nice. Acha, what is the best advice that you've ever been given? So your father was encouraging, yes, but you know, एक कोई चीज होती है हमेशा जो हमेशा याद रह जाती है. That's something that really sticks with you always. So what is that one piece of advice that you got ever from anybody?
So one piece of advice that I had always got is learn from your failures also and never get discouraged. No matter how many times you fall, even if you don't know anything, give it a second shot, give it a third shot, and you will succeed.
You know, I could speak for myself just now because this is very recently that I've started, making these videos on my YouTube channel and everything. I think I'm learning every day with every video. I think, you know, there's something when I watch it, I'm like, ye theek nahi hai. I'm like, this is something that needs to be improved. So I think you just have to keep at it, keep going, keep learning, and keep improvising also, right?
True.
Yeah, the idea is not to give up.
Not to give up and continue learning. Definitely, believe me, you will be able to make it one day.
Yeah.
Just wait for that one day and make an effort to reach to that one day.
Be consistent.
Be consistent about it. Even when I started my Instagram and social media journey, I was not what I am today. I was too raw. I did not even know how to make a single reel.
I agree. For me, just now if you ask me, you know, if I have to take a selfie, I think it's a big deal. And selfie is something that comes so naturally even to kids right now. I'm like, ye angle theek nahi hai. Nahi hota mujhse.
Nahi hota.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. Give it a try and keep on trying. Don't give up. Don't think that they are doing it, best. You don't even know the kind of effort that has gone behind that.
Always, always. I think, and you know, plus the idea is till the point of time, you don't start a journey till you don't start walking the path, there's no learning happening. To just,
absolutely.
watch and observe something from a distance, say, oh, this is looking good, or this is how I'll do it. But when you actually get onto it, it's something completely different.
Yeah. I so agree to that.
Yeah. It doesn't work like, you know, ऐसे ही फटाफट नहीं हो जाता है. It takes a lot of effort,
No, I know.
And time. I think time is
In fact, I keep on watching YouTube videos on how to edit my reels. That is how I've learned. Till date, I have got no professional photographer with me. There is no professional editor. It's all that I do it on my own.
Okay.
Right from the conceptualization to the editing to posting to the engagement. Everything is like
I think I'm spoiled. I have to say I'm spoiled. For me, if I have to do my editing on my own, I'm like, not happening. But I think with time I'll learn, maybe. Maybe, yes.
Actually, when I talk about myself, I'm too finicky to get at least near to perfection. I'm a harsh critic of myself, which is really not good. I'll not say.
I think it's very important to be your own critic. You know, that's the only way you learn. Because otherwise, if you feel, no, you're the best or you're doing it just fine, then how are you going to get any better? I think that's very, very important.
So I am little more critic. At times, I just post a casual thing on my stories, and when I get so much of love on that is where I realize, oh God, it is really nice, is it?
Yeah.
And then I post it on a normal carousel or a post. So that it is permanent there. So I'm so bad critic of myself at times that, okay, this is moderate and it should not go to my feed for a permanent thing. But when I get so much love, even on my stories, that is where I put it. And the more, kind of a positivity I get from my female friends, that is where I know, yes, this is definitely the best tool.
Yeah, if a female is not criticizing you, definitely has to be something good.
Yes.
Because, to have decent female friends around you is very difficult. Whatever said and done. Yeah.
I'm so blessed.
So many blessings coming your way just now. Give me some.
I have such a strong female circle. And every time I post something, and they will just give me a call and say, Shefali, what kind of a content is this you posted? This is not you.
Yeah.
And they tell me upfront,
which is wonderful.
And I take it positively.
Yeah.
And I know that, okay, this time I made a mistake, next time I'll improve.
Of course. And when if you have that kind of support, it's wonderful. Jokes
and when I nail it, they'll say, Shefali, now this is it.
Yeah,
go that for gives me a kick.
Chalo, that's good. If you get validation, of course, nothing like it. And acceptance from public for what you're doing, of course. That is true. That's wonderful. And Acha Shefali, tell me, okay, since you've been there for 20 years in the corporate sector, okay, plus you're doing your blogging bit as well. So what is success according to you? See, 20 years is a very long time, okay? Indeed. If you want to define success, what will you say about it?
So success I think, is a very subjective thing.
It is, indeed.
It varies from person to
person. Absolutely.
So every persona has a different definition of success. Right. But when I talk about myself, what success means to me is not only reaching the goal that I have set for myself, be it personally or professionally. Success can be anything.
Right.
A happy family, a perfect child.
It's different for different people.
A designation that I was always aiming for. But success for me is reaching my destiny and destination, fulfilling that every path that I have taken, every step that I have taken, was I happy about it? Did I enjoy my journey reaching that destination?
Yeah, I think the journey is always more important, right? Yeah.
So every moment when I took a step, even when I had a daughter, I took a little step back in my professional career just because I wanted to spend little time
with
her.
Of course.
And I was like, perfectly okay. I enjoyed that time with her. Now she supports me so well. She is also, one of my biggest supporters now. So that is how I define success.
How old is your daughter, if I may ask?
My daughter is 11 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So she's adorable.
11 girls are very smart. Yeah. 11 years by 11,
yes,
I think.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, they're like your friends.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So she is my best pal for my shopping, for every need. So the moment she tells me, Mama, you're looking good, I know I'm rocking it. And with the moment she looks like, I know something is not going right.
Yeah.
I need to go and change.
Yeah.
So that is a kind of
success. Basically, of course, it's different for different people. But I think success is then, having a balance between your work, your family, and whatever you want to do, basically kind of taking things along in the right balance. Well, if balance is possible, for some people it's not possible, whatever said and done. In the end, if you're happy doing something, I think that's what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you, of course, leave the money part of it. Yeah.
See,
that has to be there.
No matter how much we say that money is not everything.
No, it is
but
important.
It's always easier to cry in a BMW rather than crying on a cycle.
Absolutely, you'll be happier crying there. I agree, of course.
If I'm sitting in my BMW and crying, I'll be much more happy.
At least you have the BMW. At least you have that. Like, this is something I got for myself.
Yes, exactly.
Right, of course. Okay, moving on, Shefali. So, what are the skills do you think you had, or somebody else should have, which helped you, step that ladder, go up the ladder in your corporate sector?
So, a couple of things that I will say has really helped me, stepping up the corporate ladder is having clear goals in my mind, what I really want to do, a very clear vision. Second, leadership skills I always had.
I think vision also is also very subjective. Why do I say that? Because today you might be wanting something else, then tomorrow when you start, things and plans change, right now basically I'm making this. Tomorrow if something comes my way, I don't know, if I'm going to stick to the vision that I have today or not. It keeps improvising and it keeps changing. But for someone, I think, to have that clarity that they want to grow is what's important.
Yes.
Yeah.
So any kind of a goal is important for you, right?
You have to vision one.
You have to vision that you have to be there. Like I always knew that at any given point in time, no matter if I've taken a little break or I'm being a little slow, eventually this is where I want to be. So that kind of
what was that goal for you?
I always wanted to grow in my professional life and be the rock star.
Yeah, and buy a Beamer.
Yes, I am. Yeah. I'm a proud owner of that.
Of course, that's why I say, of course, of course.
So yes.
Okay. So number one, you're saying to have a clear vision
and
always,
goal.
And I think work towards it as well. Most importantly,
that's more important. Along with that, leadership skills. It is not
leadership skills. See, some people are born with them. Some people are clearly born with them. But some need to sort of learn them, along the way. So what do you have to say about that? Because not everybody is a leader.
So I'll say 80% I had it, 20% I learned on the way. Looking at my own leaders, I knew this is what I should, absorb from them, and this is what I should shed off.
Yeah. Okay.
Taking a viable and balanced decision of what is it that I would look towards my leaders. If I cannot look up to them, then obviously people will not, be keen to look at me. Then why not to shed it?
So you basically sort of took whatever positives you thought were there and let go of what.
So I'm a very people's person. My team knows that Shefali is the one person, even if something goes wrong, just let her know and she will handle everything. But you are the first person who has to come and let me know Shefali, this went wrong. Now I'll handle the client also. But it's not client who has to come and tell me that your person did not do this right. It's perfectly okay if something
so
did not go well.
Communication. You say it across and then you let me handle the bit.
Yeah.
And so being a good leader, for your team, of course, it's very important. It's only then when people will actually want to work with you.
Yeah.
That's
the next thing is problem solving. I'm a problem solver. You tell me even the petty of the things that does not work for you, I'll solve that. I'll give you a workaround. I know. See, if there is a problem, there is a solution.
Of course, always.
So you need to understand what is working for you. Simple. As simple as that. Don't only look at the problem, look at the solution that you can have.
See, this you're speaking from the point of being a leader today. Okay, what I'm asking is, for example, if somebody just started, okay, and to grow up to that position, what is it that they really need to have in themselves or seek learning, basically?
See, if you are really want to be at that corporate position, continual learning. That is what you have to always bear in your mind. Change as the technology changes.
Right.
You cannot keep on living your past glories. You have to change every single
Keep yourself
moment.
updated, basically, always.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then build up your support system. That if you are not there at home, who is taking care of it?
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Support system is very important.
Yeah.
You are not the only person who can see 24/7 office, 24/7 home, or maybe your extended family. No. Don't think that you are the only person.
There are things that need to be delegated, and there is somebody who you need basically for support and to manage your home also. If you're especially if you're a woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Delegation is a very small word, but a very powerful and empowering one.
It is, delegation.
And not everybody can do that.
Not everybody. See, people want to keep all the control to themselves, and yet they crib that why is it me that who has to do everything? Number one, that I've seen with a lot of people, it's very common. Okay, number two, to delegate and let go. You can actually grow, while doing that, because there are some things that somebody else is doing for you, and at the back of your head, it's sorted. Okay, it's looked after, and then you can do your other things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So one thing that I would always say on delegation is, if you do not delegate, that means you are not creating your backup. That means you are not learning something that will take you to the upper step. If the other person is not ready to replace you, you cannot move up. If you cannot move up, then what is the point of holding on to the things? It's a vicious circle, right? Groom them so
you let that position go so you can eventually step up.
Because I am delegating so that I can learn new skills which will help me to elevate myself from X position to X plus Y.
Right. Makes sense.
Because people do not think in that direction, and that is the reason they hold on to the things. You cannot do everything. There is a saturation level that will eventually come. Why?
See, from your talks, I can gauge you have a good support system at home also.
Absolutely.
Where does the credit go?
So,
your husband?
Yes, absolutely. He is the biggest pillar and the strength of my life.
Okay, I hope uncle and husband, you're watching.
Oh, yes. No, definitely my spouse is so supportive that, when I have to travel at times and my daughter's final exams were there, he assured me, Shefali, nothing is going to go wrong. You should definitely go and attend this meeting.
Wow.
I was apprehensive of the fact that it is her science exam and how can I fly? My daughter was confident, Mama, you should go. This is what you have always wanted. Because there was a CXO level lady who was supposed to come for the annual event, and I always wished to meet her.
Okay.
And my husband and my daughter both knew that from the bottom of my heart, I wanted to be in that meeting. And I was specially given an invite. That is where my husband came into the picture. He said, I will take 2 days off. You need not worry.
I feel it's only, women, especially married ones, can only thrive if their husbands are supportive. Okay, it is a fact. Okay, I don't know if there are people who might deny it. No, you can do everything, this and that. You need that. In the end, if you don't have a supportive environment at home, there is nothing happening.
And more than supportive, it is about having a happy and a joyful environment.
Yeah, happy and joyful, that is one bit of it if you're talking about only the marriage part.
Yes.
If you talk of the work front, you need that support as well, yeah.
Definitely.
Without the support, how can you just step out and, do your bit? Because there are husbands who will not support and they say, nahi bhaiya, ab to ghar ka kaam karo.
I always look forward to go to my home after work. And that too on time because I know that's my happy place. I'll see their cheerful faces. I know how naughtiness,
very nice.
Even at this age we all are doing.
Yeah,
we still behave
wonderful.
like those, college eras of being a girlfriend or boyfriend.
Yeah.
So that's where I am.
That's cute.
See, even after 15 years of my marriage, if the love is, still evolving, what else you need
That's
in
because
life?
there's a bit of gap and, this, whatever, not seeing each other 24 hours also. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes a lot of difference.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But yes, when you talk about support system, it has to be strong. And when you are mentally assured from the home side that you need not worry, I am there.
Yeah.
That single statement makes the entire difference. Because then you can focus on your objective.
Absolutely. You need to have that comfort. That comfort is very important.
I get that
not
comfort.
just, by saying that, people have to mean it. And if you mean it, only then it works. Otherwise, thode there you can, probably be doing something and then you might just not. Things could go wrong, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shivali, what is the best decision that you've ever made in your life, you think, according to you? Be it personally, professionally, anything, you tell me. Or maybe both, one at a time.
So my personal decision, the best decision ever, obviously, is my marriage.
Acha, is it? My God, this husband.
I tell you, I mean, touch wood here. I could not have thought of my blessed life if he was not there.
Of course.
What I am today, right from, when I got married till now, he's so supportive. I know after my, when we planned a family, after I had a daughter, I was like almost like in the kind of a very, sad state that I cannot join back. I cannot even drive. He was the one who got back me into my life. Okay. He knew that, Shefali, you're not a sit back home kind of a girl.
You will not be happy doing that.
You just come. You go to the office. If you are not able to...
He works with you?
No. He works with the another organization.
Okay.
But still, he was the one who said, if you cannot work for 1 week, I'll never ask you to go back. If you come for a drive with me, if you think still you cannot touch the car, I will never ask you to drive.
How sweet. Wow. Two great men in your life, then your father and your husband as well. Yeah, great. That's wonderful.
They have been very supportive.
That's very, very nice.
Yes.
Okay, and this is personally, getting married to this guy. And what about professional?
So personal, on the professional, best decision was me deciding to upgrade my skills every single time. I think that there's a change in the technology. This has always kept me on my toes.
Valid through and through.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always
which is
thought
very important.
that I don't have to live on my past glories unless and until I keep myself updated with the recent trends. I'll never be in demand.
Yeah, you'll be obsolete. Absolutely.
Now it is the era of Gen AI.
Right.
So if I don't make my skills so strong, tomorrow I'm obsolete again.
True.
And every single day technology is changing.
Important. Absolutely.
So you have to keep yourself updated.
Yeah.
So that is the message I'll give to every single person. No matter whatever time you are in, how much years of experience you hold, you have to be relevant in the market.
Yeah. Absolutely, agreed.
Yes,
that's true. Yeah, that's very important. I think the most important thing for everybody, everyone. Yeah,
be it student life or be it college life.
No, student in generally also. Yeah, you talk about females in general. Like even the fashion trends and everything changes months to months. Everything. Yeah. You keep up with everything, of course. Okay, what other mistakes you made in your early years, basically when you just entered the corporate sector? What are the things that you think did not go right, or maybe should have gone differently?
So when I entered my corporate life, I thought that hard work is the only way to success. So I think that is the biggest myth we should be breaking. We should be guiding our generations that it's not only the hard work that you have to do. You have to project your work at the right time to the right places. You have to get your voice heard. The only
get a seat on the table if you need to get things done. Yeah.
You have to voice it out that this is my work. This is what I have achieved in this amount of time. The moment you keep it, you do it, you give it to the other person, it's like it's easy. Nobody is even acknowledging your effort.
Right.
And that is what happened to my career.
The recognition you deserve. And there's no shying away from it.
No shying away. And that's your work. You have to speak up for it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think, here I think confidence comes into play, which also I think people learn with time.
More than confidence, I'll say it is more about, knowing that something of this kind also exists.
And a lot of times, people are very hardworking, okay? They might be doing something so wonderfully well, okay, better than others, but they will not have the confidence or the courage to speak it out basically, right. and get that acknowledgement. Okay, this is me, or, unless of course they have a brilliant boss who says, who gives the credit, which doesn't happen usually. right?
I learned it a hard way when the entire work was done by me. My credit was sweetly moved to the other person. I was like, this was my work. I was like, no, this was my project.
This
by
I'm
this
sure
person.
everybody goes through pretty much, yeah.
But over a period of time, I learned and I imbibed in me, and that is what I guide every second generation. Please speak up for your work. That's important. Otherwise, thriving in this particular world is difficult.
It's very difficult. I agree. Very true. Very true. Okay. Do you experience resistance when working with men and being a leader to males, basically, in the
not really
organization?
I don't feel resistance per se. I mean, even in my current setup or maybe in my previous organization, I've never seen males not giving appropriate respect to a female. Never that happened. I think these days men are also quite conditioned. If they feel that the female is
strong
rightfully deserving and she has the right leadership,
capacity,
they will always support you.
Yeah.
I mean, fortunately, I've never met these kind of narcissist men.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if they really exist.
No, I'm sure there are some. Existence. See, if we have a word particularly, per se, I think existence is definitely there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Fortunately, in the corporate world, as of now, maybe in the IT sector, I've never.
Then you must be doing your job right. Because But see, if you know your work, you know exactly what to do, how to do, and you're a good leader, then people will listen to you.
Because
if they see any weak moment, I think that is when people attack.
Yes. So I have always been very strong and fearless, even in my corporate life. If I think something is not right, I'll always voice it out. Along with that, even if I talk about my juniors, the peers or my senior leadership, they've always encouraged me to whatever I was doing. If it is fine, that is okay. Even if something is not going right, they will advise me, Shefali, rather than doing this, probably you can give this a shot. I tried that out as well. And I think it was both ways, a mutual respect that I have always got from my male colleagues. I have been thriving.
Which is wonderful. Okay, Shefali, like we discussed, delegation is one thing, and then support that you get from your husband is one thing. But what is it that you do, to balance basically your career, your personal life, and your passion, which is your IG, your Insta page, right? Is there something like, how do you really balance it out?
The two things that if you leave apart, you will not be able to balance anything is time management and prioritization of your work. So my time management is so high that if I commit someone that I'll be at,
yes, you told me I'll be there well before time,
and so people can actually match their watch with my arrival.
Yeah.
Usually people give me a different time as compared to what they give to others.
Which is
I'm punctual because my bandwidth
is very important.
My bandwidth is so crunched that every minute counts for me. Somebody, if they ask me, Shefali, can you give us a ride? I said, I can definitely give you a ride, but probably if you can be on your time. If you make me wait for 10 minutes, for me 10 minutes is like 10 hours. Every minute counts for me because when I'm not doing anything, that is my daughter's time. I'm very clear. If I have to give you a minute from my daughter's time,
then that's not happening.
Does not work in my head.
No, your time management is very important, especially when you're juggling between so many things.
Yeah. I really respect my time and I respect others' time as well. And so I do expect from others. The second thing is prioritization. As I always mentioned, delegation. Obviously, you have to delegate something that can be done by others.
Gives you that space to grow.
So you need to prioritize things that only you can do or only you should be doing. Not anything that you can do it. That is fine. Everybody can do it. But what is that? Only you can do it and only you should do it. So prioritize those things. Make a list out of it.
The rest can be handled by
everything.
Yeah.
Now, if I say that, yes, my husband is a foodie, but I know I cannot cook.
So you have someone basically doing the job for you. Fair enough. The thing
when
is
I know that if he likes some kind of speciality, that I can make very well. So when I have to pamper him, I'll cook that. But at the same time, I have my house helps who are helping me out at every given point in time. Now, if you think I'll be cooking, I'll be brooming, and I can be managing home,
No, that's
social
not
media.
possible.
That
Of
is not
course,
possible.
of course,
So my
of
life really works on prioritization and time management. Otherwise, it cannot.
No, it cannot with
It
so many
cannot.
things. Yeah, like you, like even today for that matter, you have something, things lined up for the whole day. Of course, yeah, that is true. Okay, what advice do you have for women, okay, who are looking to grow their business or looking out for a job or looking to pursue their passion? Okay, what is that one thing you want to tell to the females out there?
Be determined of what you want to do in life and just go for it. Believe in yourself. The problem here is, as I mentioned earlier, females are huge critic of themselves. If the job demands 20 things, they will think that 2 things are missing. Men think even if 10 things are missing, like it's okay, I know the rest, 10 of them.
That's generalization. Some men are also very particular.
Yeah, but the female quotient is pretty high.
Female quotient, the thing is that females think that they want to take that obligation onto themselves.
Yes.
I want to. These are the things only I can do.
Yes.
These things cannot be delegated. Yeah, you need to basically know what is it that exactly like you said, what things can be taken care of without you.
Yeah,
and there are some things that cannot be done without you. So you focus on those,
Yes.
focus on your growth and let the others go and take it easy. Yeah.
So even if you have some objective, you want to do something, be determined that you can do it, you want to do it, and no matter what, if you have the skill or not, believe that you can get that skill.
Yeah.
And just go for it.
Yes.
And you will rock it.
Skill is something that can be learned over time, right? The idea is to just start. The idea is
The problem is we don't
start walking the path, whatever be it. You just have to start.
That is where 90% people fail. They don't want to start.
I tell myself this every day because right now also I can speak for myself only. Okay, I will not go anywhere else. But even there are times when I'm like, chalo, it's okay, and then I remind myself, no, you have to keep going. Like you have to keep at it. That's the only way to grow, right? Yeah. So basically, the idea is to just keep at it.
Keep at it
and know what you want. Sometimes you don't know what you want.
I think it is more about introspection. Sit calmly, think what you want to do in life. Don't rush about what other person is doing and you want to do that. No,
that's not happening. Yeah. That takes you nowhere.
But most of the people are thinking X is doing these things. I can also give it a try. Why is succeeding in this? Why should I be giving it a shot? No. Think what resources you have in hand.
And plus, I think the why. The why is the biggest question always. Why do you want to do it?
Yes.
Why? I think without the why, if your why is not clear, in between somewhere you will be lost because that why is not being answered then. Yeah. The why is very important.
Why is very important.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
And believing in yourself.
Believing is very important. Yeah. You have to be just done with the world. Okay.
And
whatever
no matter what. You believe in yourself and you can do it.
Yes.
That is how I can
see. That is the message then, basically you're giving to the universe as well. Because then you're ready for receiving.
Yes.
Okay. When you want something, then at some level you're ready for receiving it as well. It's being manifested. That's what I believe. Right?
Oh, same.
Yeah.
And that is the reason the moment we started, I said, I was doing good, I am doing good, and I will always be doing good.
I love that line. I really love that line. That's wonderful. Okay, so Acha, tell me, how did you really get into blogging?
So when I talk about blogging, that was more of a matter of chance. It was my last birthday party. So I was hosting my birthday party at a club, and there I met a lady. She was a PR, and she was hosting her own event there.
Okay.
Somehow we crossed, we looked at each other, and it clicked. I don't know for what reason.
Yeah, sometimes you vibe. It happens.
It happened. It happened momentarily, and she like, are you a model? I said, no. But right in the bottom of my heart, I was like,
yes, I want to be one.
I'm looking so beautiful. That's a true feeling and a very candid one.
Okay. Yeah. Why not?
So I was on cloud 9 right before my party started. Like this lady's telling me, and she does not know me. That means I'm looking good. What else a girl wants in life?
Of course.
You're ready for your own birthday party. So she said, why don't you get into blogging and fashion modeling? I was like, I've never done so. I'm a hard play corporate person. Shivali, just think over it. And the discussion ended, my party started, and everything went haywire.
Okay.
After 2 months, she sent me an invite for Chef Harpal Sokhi's restaurant opening.
Okay.
And that was in Noida.
Okay.
A person like me, who doesn't like to even travel 10 kilometers, went all the way to Noida. Against all odds. I don't know why I went there. I thought, no, let me give it a try. I went there and I created my first reel. It went viral.
Wow.
As if the entire universe wanted me to start everything.
Yeah, I think the
so
universe
that was the signal.
Conspires, yeah.
So that was the signal for me. Shefali, go for it. And that is where I started because fashion and lifestyle comes naturally to me. It is no extra effort. This is what I am. I don't have to fake it.
Right, of course. So you can't be faking it. If you're faking it, then
that becomes difficult.
Yeah. How long can you do it anyway?
Yeah, since it started coming naturally to me, I started improvising. I started learning how the reels are made, what type of content people make, what does fashion and lifestyle influencers do, what is it that I am capable of and I can do within my restricted timings that I have.
Wow.
Because I never wanted to hamper my corporate life. So whatever time I got, I started to think what I can do now. Because I'm not a lazy person. My mind always wants to do something. So that is where I started to create my own content. Because
so work front was basically, the work bit, and this was kind of, you were enjoying this.
I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I started enjoying this because whenever I invest my time, so that's the most expensive thing I can invest on somebody.
Of course, always.
So, scrolling others' reels, I was like, why am I killing my time here? Then I thought, no, I'll start creating my own.
Yeah.
So that is where it all started. And I thought, like, now I'm investing my time. Now, this is called success. When you start thinking about reaching some place, you put in an effort, you enjoying the journey, and you reap the final outcome. So this is the complete.
So you've got your followers, you've got the engagement, you've got your car.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why not? Wonderful.
And people started appreciating my content. Yeah. Then I started learning all the more how to edit and make it more visually attractive.
Right.
How the aesthetics could be improved.
Of course.
I started working on those. And when my friends told me, Shefali, you have come a long way, and there were some unknown people who have dropped me a message. Saying, Shefali, we have seen you right from day one to what you are now.
Yeah, there's a lot of difference. Yeah,
there's a lot of difference.
Yeah, that's the experience and the hard work and the learning that it happens basically along the way. Yeah. Always. Right.
I used to stand in front of the mirror and say and think like, this is how I should stand. I'm sure. Then what is the right posture? The first
and
event,
you never had any apprehensions, coming in front of the camera or doing it, or did you have to sort of practice it a bit?
No, I had always been an extrovert. I can always talk, I can always go and gossip, and I can talk even to a stranger. The only thing was I did not know how to project myself, even how to stand in front of the camera, what are the right postures.
Right.
So I used to stand in front of the mirror and see whether this looks nice or not, whether this posture is working for me or not, because something that works for X may not work for me.
For you, of course. Yeah.
So I was very mindful that I'm not going to copy anyone. I'll just create my own style. So this is what I'm very clear ever. I'll not copy anyone.
Always been clear.
Yeah. I have my own style.
No, it's only one you that is you. Yeah. I think you should give the best of that always.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm trying my best on.
Yeah.
And hence my blogging and influencing life started.
That is wonderful. Yeah. You're a very positive person. Okay. There's a lot of positive things that have come out just now. There's so much information and there's so much, just do it sort of a vibe that has come out, which is wonderful. I hope people basically, can learn or get the encouragement from here to go forward in their life. It's been wonderful, Shefali. Thank you. And I will catch up with you soon, maybe over a coffee sometime. Yeah,
definitely. And thank you for having me here, Deepali. It was such a great discussion with you.
Wonderful.
I loved every bit of it.
Yeah, me too. It was fun. Thanks, babe. Thanks.
Thank you.